Okay, hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's that time of day where it's kind of late, but who gives a damn? Because that show already ended on this Sunday. What show I'm talking about? Yes, I'm talking about One Punch Man. Yes, the best animation or best anime of 2015. Why you say? Because many just break down the character aspects and pretty much the show, and it's also based on a webcomic, which is really good too. The only reason I say it's really good because I actually looked off some Wikipedia pages. But I don't have time to go through this nonsense. I'm just saying the truth. But anyways, back to what I was doing. Yes, based on a webcomic from the author of One. Yeah, his name is capitalized as One. All words are capitalized. When you stop staring at me, yes, you died. Look at that. You got money. Good for you. Good for you. Again, this is my. This is this is that in the background who can't shut up and save his life is my stoner cousin. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Yes, One Punch Man. Yes, that's pretty much how to put One Punch Man in a nutshell. Based on a webcomic, if you read the webcomic, it's pretty much the same show, but they copy and paste it in the most beautiful way. Because not like you already seen the artwork and the comic itself. You say, how can you put this all on TV? How can you put this in the screen of a TV show? Psh, animation like that has no bounds. I'm just going to talk about the vision. I mean, the beauty of One Punch Man. It is so damn beautiful. The fights are beautiful. The city, like Z City, A City, B City, and so on and so forth. Outfit of all the stupid cities are beautiful. They're interesting. They're very fucking funny. Because it's funny because you see other superheroes and other interesting villains. The villains, which is the surprising part, is that they're all different. They're not the same people. They're all 100% different because based on their personality and their power level, they pretty much come off as a cocky bastard, but they got different motivations why they're doing X, Y, and Z, which is really cool. We never got the side of the monster sometimes. And different heroes pretty much based on their names, like Driver Knight. Yeah, he's a robot. Or a Metal Knight. He's a bootleg Iron Man who's a dick. Yeah, I know, right? And there's Genesis, who is the cyborg, demon cyborg, if I'm correct. And I can't remember her one name, but they call her Tornado. She's really much a bitch. Hold on, let me look up her name really quickly. Now I won't do that right now because I'm losing train of thought. Anyways, and everyone else throughout the whole show. It's interesting. They're very unique. They're very memorable too. If you don't like them, they're very memorable people. Like, oh, I know who that is. It's that one nigga over there. He's over there. And then you'll remember very much the Silver Fang, who I like to call it Big Bang. Who I was called Big Boss. But anyways, Bang or Silver Fang, he's one of my favorite characters next to Licenseless Rider. Yes, he has another name, but I can't really pronounce it well. And yeah, go screw yourself. Don't sue me. It's just a show and a webcomic. But anyways, I love all those characters. Pretty much the top favorite characters, not including Saitama. Yes, what do you want?
Did you just see that?
Yes, I did. Be quiet over there.
I was over there.
Be quiet over there. I'm trying to do a show. Shut up. Anyways, yes. Name was my like. If we bring off name of my four characters minus Saitama, because I'm gonna get to him very last of the whole show itself. It's Genesis. He has a goal pretty much catching or killing the cyborg, destroy his hometown, which is really cool, really good motivation, and pretty much there's a really big mystery behind that too. Well, Genesis' backstory, it has pretty much the bigger arc behind the main story itself. Is going to pretty much be developed over time for the looks of it. Because Metal Knight, I don't trust him. He looks suspicious. Like, I don't trust him. And Sweet Mask, I don't trust that mofo either. Because in the last episode of One Punch Man, the season 1, he pretty much killed defenseless demons, or aliens really, or monsters, who pretty much were the weakest things known to mankind. It was not causing nobody no trouble. But he just killed them. It was like, just seeing that type of motion from him was like, you can feel it was cold. It was very, very cold. And because these aliens that laughed at it because they were so stupid and they were funny to laugh at. But when a character like Sweet Mask kills them, it does have an impact. It makes you remember who that character is. And you kind of like, yeah, I know who that nigga is. That's Sweet Mask. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. And And most of these S-class superheroes, most of them are cocky, except for Genesis and Bang, because they're pretty much one of the likable characters and pretty much memorable as well. Next to Licenseless Rider, who's class C.
Oh, I got me the puppy.
Be quiet over there. Anyway, shut up. Anyways, so again, it was great. All supporting characters. The villains, which are all great, and also, it always give me that other idea, like, can S-class heroes be villains? Because Metal Knight and Sweet Mask are pretty much potential villains. But we're gonna deal with the Gara series next season, which is gonna be super awesome. So we're like, ooh, that's awesome, because Gara, he's the ex-disciple of Bang. He's one of the top disciples, really. He's one of the most powerful villains in this universe as we speak. Next, one of them was Lord Boro, but I'll get to that way later too. Anyways, I can't wait for that art because people have been hyping him up like, ooh, he might match up, he might push Saitama to his next limit, but he's not. And that would be fair because Gara's an awesome character. I can just tell he's gonna have an awesome character development through season 2. I hope that happens. And I hope we see Blizzard. I hope I see her. That'd be really awesome. And so much more. I just love all the characters in this show. Even the most stupid characters, like Doctor. He's from the House of Evolution. I can't remember his name, but he played a big part in this whole main arc itself too. Because Zombie Man, whatever, he's an S-class superhero. Well, I keep on saying superhero, but he's S-class hero. But almost lost train of thought again. But he was created by House Evolution, which is like, what? And he doubts Saitama's powers, which you shouldn't, because a lot of people have been doubting it, and they always end up the same, getting knocked the fuck out or being dead. I can't tell anymore because it's so awesome. Anyways, how Saitama actually interacts with the monsters, how it interacts with humans, is really different too. It's really interesting. We see like dangerous individuals like Sonic, who is kind of stupidly funny. I like that character, and because he is an anti-hero, but fuck, he's trying to be a rival to Saitama, but it's not going to work. He's going to lose regardless of what happens to him. But he doesn't kill him because he's human. He doesn't kill humans, which is interesting. He killed pretty much dangerous monsters who are pretty much going to kill more people. And so Saitama's pretty much like, yeah, I'm going to take care of you one way or another, so go fuck yourself. And they do, because they're all dead. And that was really cool. So you're going to see that with the Gara arc as well. Where, he's pretty much going to kick the shit out of Gara, but he's not going to kill him because he still has his human side. Because Saitama knows, he can sense when there's a human side and there's a monster side. And a big difference between, like I said before, the monster side is where people are just pretty much bloodthirsty, just want to kill and just be a straight up monster who without remorse. That's what it comes down to. If you don't have remorse for individuals or anything else around you, you are a monster. If you're a human, you do human things like save people, have emotions or things like that nature, which is really, really telling, which is really good about it. Will you be quiet over there?
I'm sorry, I leveled up.
Will you be quiet? I'm trying to do a show. Make the show.
World, I leveled up.
This is why I don't like doing shows with you. You're just an asshole. Anyways, back to what I was saying beforehand. Lost train of thought. Thank you very much, asshole. Oh yes, Saitama. Saitama. Okay, so the intro for One Punch Man is sick because he's Saitama just knocking the hell out of people with one punch, killing them instantaneously. They explode like spontaneous combustion. Like, for example, like the Sea King, he knocked him clear the fuck out, and I was happy behind it because the Sea King, he was talking mad shit. He was being all the superheroes and all the other classes too, like A, B, C, and I think there was one S. Yes, one S, and that was kind of messed up too. But when you see how these enemies go down, you're actually happy that Saitama came by and just said like, man, fuck him up, which he does. And I love how he pretty much pisses off the enemies, like, oh, you're too weak, oh, you're boring, you're weak, you're slow, and this and that, because sad to say, they naturally are. They are 100% weaker and slower than him, because he's pretty much, he's on God level right now. He's on the super max God level. And why I say God level is because there's an arc of demons, right? I mean, a monster. I keep saying demons. The lower level is a wolf, but wolf won't be counted because no one gives a shit about the wolf. Okay, the second is Tiger, which we're gonna call first in the animated is, which is the weaker enemies that can do some damage, but not all the way damage. If I remember correctly, it was Demon. Oh yes, Tiger, Demon, which is a threat to humanity on a smaller scale. A demon is on pretty much a bigger threat and actually a dangerous one too. But on dragon level, that's high as hell. It pretty much is dangerous to humanity itself, the whole global part. That's when they rank up because they beat up a lot of superheroes. If you beat them up or kill them, you rank up in the monster charts. Like for example, if Godzilla came to that city and pretty much destroyed all the superheroes minus Saitama, he'd be on pretty much on dragon level or close to god level. And we never seen a god level in the show as of yet. And that's why I see like Metal Knight becoming a really interesting big bad after the Gara arc or Sweet Mask. That'd be really interesting though. But what was I thought again? Oh yes. So when that happens, and it would be really awesome that happens. Now we can see what a god level looks like. Because right now, Saitama faces off against a lot of monsters, demons, tigers. I mean, monsters. See a lot of monsters like demon level, tiger level, and dragon level. Dragon levels are pretty much nothing to him. He makes the fight last longer on purpose because he knows he's powerful and all of them. He's not really worried like this. And when Lord Burrow said like my irresistible and unversatile unlimited power, and Saitama's like, okay. I mean that's pretty much the highlight of the whole show. Like it's like, okay. You have to really watch it yourself because he's saying Lord Burrow was saying he's so powerful and this and that, and Saitama says like, okay. What he means okay means that right behind you. What he means okay is that he doesn't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna kill you regardless. I don't give a fuck. And so that last fight in season 1, him versus Lord Burrow, I don't know how you pronounce it really. It was, how do I put it like this? It was very beautiful. The fight, the speed of it, it was nonstop speed, nonstop action, nonstop top strength. Whew, it was just amazing. And when, again, spoiler alert, once Saitama got kicked up to the moon,
oh my god,
I kid you not, it was so, I mean, you can see in a webcomic it was badass. But when you see an anime form, it's beyond badass. It was like, holy shit. Because he was looking around like, oh shit, I'm in space. But he didn't say anything because, again, in space, there is no sound. And so it was really awesome how they played with that with no sound aspects from the designer and writer's way. And what else? Oh, yes, sorry. And because since pretty much he's on the moon, he's in space. But however, he can survive the vacuum of space as well without being hurt by any means. I don't think he needs oxygen. I didn't really stop him at all because that's what happened next. He literally jumped from the moon all the way to Earth in a matter of seconds. Seconds. I mean, who can do that crap in a matter of seconds? If it was Dragon Ball Z, it would take forever. It would actually take 4 or 5 stupid episodes long, like the whole Namek one. Again, I'm not here to talk trash about DBZ because I'm a huge fan of DBZ and some Dragon Ball. We're not going to talk about GT for obvious reasons. Dragon Ball Super, it's okay. You just got to skip over the other nonsense like the Battle of Gods and Rival F because they're just dragging that shit out until you get to the new shit, which is annoying at best. But beyond that, I'm still going to be hyped when I see the newer episodes of Dragon Ball S and might review it down the road because I like anime. Yes, I do like some anime, not a lot. I don't like that One Piece shit or Bleach or Naruto or some other stupid anime I can't really remember. Fullmetal Alchemist gets a pass because it's not a bad show. It has really good storytelling. It really does. But I wasn't really a big fan of it, so I didn't really care that much. So same goes with Inuyasha. And it was a good show, but
come on.
but Adult Swim pretty much screwed the fans over. Like, we want to see more, but we sorry because this and that. Like, man, fuck you. But anyway, sorry, I lost train of thought again. So you guys when you talk about Saitama, like I said from before, the intro for Saitama, he's just obliterating and just destroying monsters with one punch is pretty much his game. He's so powerful that he can kill all types of monsters with one punch, and it's badass. I love it. And so you see him when he goes to work on Lord Boro because he's holding back some of his powers, which is obvious. Lord Boro doesn't figure out until like late in the game, like oh shit, he was holding back the whole time. I stood no chance. No shit, asshole. But anyways, Saitama is pretty much the main star of the show, of course. But he's one of the interesting. He's one of the best main characters in anime to date for me, because he's an ordinary guy. He doesn't go into hell mambo jumbo bullshit that you see in every single anime. Like, oh, I'm gonna be the next Hokage. Oh, I'm gonna get the One Piece treasure bullshit, and so on and so forth. Like, I don't give a fuck. Show me that good shit. No, show me that fake shit. Show me that good shit. I'm just saying the truth, folks. Anyways. Beyond all that nonsense, I just couldn't care about none of those newer superheroes in anime or other comics and so on and so forth. And I forgot to mention too, the show itself makes a lot of parodies of other animes like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Fullmetal Alchemist, who else? Sailor Moon, and yes, I have seen all Sailor Moon seasons. What? It's not bad. It's good. It had good shit. It had a good season. It had a good arc. But anyways, back to One Punch Man and Saitama arc. Anyways, Saitama, he gained power doing some normal day strength training. He gotten so powerful from his strength training, quote unquote. It was actually badass. Like once he pretty much got this, once he got superhuman strength, he lost all his hair. Like me, I'm losing my hair. Anyways, so you see his journey. He's kind of really bored and just pretty much he has no emotion because he killed so many enemies and pretty much beat any enemy who would be an awesome opponent. He just lost all cares until he had a dream. He was fighting off some really god level type monsters. It was just an awesome badass dream because he was just going all ham on these niggas like, oh yeah, that was sick. Because it was, I mean, his dream saga was his dream and animation was just beautiful, just shockingly beautiful. And he just like boom, 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 and he was gonna face off against the god until he woke up. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that when Saitama pretty much found a new purpose in being a superhero, and it became like part of the Hero Association, he found like, okay, I had to be a superhero for real, hero for fun and for profit, because he ain't rich. He poor as fuck. Like, I'm poor. I'm sorry because this anime makes me laugh so much because like it's just goofy. It's silly. And it knows it's silly and goofy. That's why it doesn't take itself seriously. But when it does take itself seriously, it doesn't take away what you love about the show. Like when Saitama gets very powerful and gets like the whole serious eyes and like tone and everything else, and animation of it, you be like, damn, they're gonna die now. They're gonna die. Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
So yes. So when it comes serious, it's not overly bearing like, oh, it's so serious now, it's not fun anymore. But it's fun. It's very fun to watch. And so when you watch it all in this full completion, you be actually grateful that you watched an amazing anime, which is One Punch Man. And so because Tom is just pretty much a normal guy who just got powers, it makes it even more likable. He's just that character you can like so much more, because you see other superheroes within his own universe are just cocky assholes like Tornado, Sweet Mask, Metal Knight. The list goes on and on. Besides Bang, who befriended Saitama when he helped destroy a meteor, and that was superly epically sick. I know it made no sense. It was just sick. Anyways, when he faced off again, when he say like licenseless writer, will you be quiet over there? When he facing off against, when he saved Licenseless Rider from the Sea King, him and Licenseless Rider became friends. It wasn't because of the fact that he saved his life, but he understand C-class heroes will have a hard time getting up to the ranks. And he also respected Licenseless Rider as well. So that respect gained his friendship for Saitama. And you see, also down the road, is that people who are strong follow him because people are obsessed by his strength and power. Because it's like, how on fucking earth did you get this powerful? He just tell them like, I just did basic strength training, and that's it. And so we're gonna learn more of how he got that power in the first place in season 2, because House of Evolution's the main leader of it, who quit being a bad guy, he has a good theory why Saitama is all powerful. But I can't tell you that now because that'd be a big spoiler. But anyways, again, Saitama's an awesome, amazing character you're gonna love. and pretty much you're gonna pretty much keep rooting for him when he faces up against really top tier villains like Gara, for example. But you're also gonna support Gara because he's an awesome character as well. And so I love how the show pretty much breaks away from Saitama and shows you the supporting characters, gives them some screen time, some lighting. And I love that so much because you know what's going on in their world, in their own life, and everything else like that, and their motivation behind what they're doing. So I loved every single bit of it, by all means. And so this anime is just, you can pretty much just turn off your brain, just not give a fuck. That's pretty much what it is. But you love it even more if you do turn your brain, because it's like, oh shit, that makes no sense, but it's awesome. And again, if you don't believe when it's actually funny as hell, watch the first episode. We see Vaccine Man looks like Piccolo. He literally looks like Piccolo. I kid you not. And guess what happened? He one punched the nigga like boom. Like, oh, what was that? What? Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you because you're dead. But the funny thing is, he gets really pissed off when he's like, one punch again, damn it, because he don't want to kill the enemies in one punch. He's trying to look for a decent fight. But let's be honest, he's never going to find a decent fight because no one is actually going to top his level unless we see someone who's going to be more powerful, or someone like Metal Knight, who might become evil, quote unquote, creates a robot that can handle Saitama's power. But again, that's going to be hard to do. Anyways, you don't want to say for this anime because it's a must-watch by all means. It's funny as hell. Great supporting characters, great villains creation, and great villains animation.
Holy shit.
The fight scenes are just, oh my god. They're to die for at times. If it's just guy killing him with one punch, you can feel the connection between the punches. You can just feel all that type of good shit when you see in a good fight. When you see from Dragon Ball Z, when he goes to the old school, when it goes dynamic, the whole fight scene itself, it was really cool fight scene because everything was happening fast, speed, fast. Now Dragon Ball Super is kind of slow in my book, but that's a different story as well too. Anyways, but for One Punch, it is fast, it is loose, and if they go a little bit slower, that'll be even more badass too, because the fights can be a little bit confusing at times. You'll be like, what's going on? But I kid you not, the last fight in this anime, you did not disappoint me at all. You did not. It was like, I'm done. You're pretty much the best anime of 2015. I'm sorry, you are. And that's not saying I don't watch other anime, because I really don't. Because I don't feel going through that whole arc and going through 100 episodes of potential bullshit, blah, blah, blah. No, One Punch Man gets to the point. Like X, Y, and Z, and we're done. That's it. And that's why I love this episode. That's why I love this anime so much. It gets to the fucking point. Like, oh yeah, that's right. I am powerful. I don't give a fuck. Oh. Okay, I'll stop now.
Strong my health bar.
Anyway, so yes, it's a must-watch episode. You'll love it. I mean, you will love it because it's just an amazing anime. It just is. And so that's my review for One Punch Man. It's a must-watch. You'll love it. If you're a big Dragon Ball Z fan or a big Sailor Moon fan, or fans are pretty much funny and just classical anime, you will pretty much love One Punch Man, because people are like, One Punch Man, he killed monsters and enemies with one punch. That's boring. But when you actually watch it and to see the whole content, it's very funny, and the action is pretty much done very, very well for any anime I haven't seen in my life, because how they do it is very creative. The camera keeps moving to the fight at fast speeds, and it doesn't really lose what the hell's going on with the fight scene. So that's what I love about this the fights in One Punch Man. They're all on point. They're all beautifully animated from the webcomic itself, but more better. And by all means, I know I saw the webcomic a little bit here and there, but I'll tell people, if you haven't seen the webcomic, that's okay. If you just watch the first season of One Punch Man, you'll understand pretty much everything. And this anime is easy to understand and easy to get into. So if people want to try to do some anime in their life, try out One Punch Man. It's easy to get into. It's just simple, and that's all. That's what I love about it. It's simple and it's fun as hell to watch. But again, I digress. You already know it's the truth. One Punch Man is pretty much the best anime of 2015. and must watch. Anyways, that's been my show, folks. Do have a lovely, lovely holidays. I'm going to enjoy my holidays and shave off my hair because my hair is a daggone mess. Because I want to go bald just like Satama. But anyways, folks, as always, do keep it loaded and very warm for me because I'll be back and I might be bald. And this asshole here will not talk in front of my videos ever again. I hope like hell. But anyways,